right, all right, all right. All right. Now, I saw somebody in the coffee shop, so I'm wondering if they're shut down. Nope, they're still open. All right. What should I hit them with today? Let's do freeloader debt. That's a scary thing for them. Oh, sorry, go ahead. No, I'm just trying to stay in the shade. Freeloader debt is not enforceable in the real world. A church cannot collect on church services. SPTVfoundation.org will help you get out. There they go. That was quick because they knew I was coming. Somebody was in the coffee shop, which surprises me. Why didn't they shut down before I got here? Interesting. Interesting. You know what? I'm going to stay right here in the front. All right. Surprised she didn't come back and say, hey, there's this lady coming. And I'll tell you about the interaction in just a second. I'm shaking the camera, guys. Shaking the camera. All right. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's watch me set up shop. There we go. Let's see. I'm going to be on. Oh, here we go. Oh. Right there. Right. Hello. All right. I think I'm good now. I wonder if, what do you guys think about me? I'm moving the camera, guys. Setting this behind me so you can see me and them. What do you think about that? I could sit it like right. The only problem is, I'm worried about somebody taking it. With my finger, okay? Hold on, I'm trying to get the camera. Oh, whoops. Trying to get the camera. Yep, I'm ready to camp out. It's hot today. Hold it a little bit. All right. What if we... Sorry, guys. Oh, you know what? If I put it behind me, I can't see you guys, so never mind. All right. Still moving the camera. Look away. Look away. Hold on. Still moving. Still moving. I'll let you know. That's a good spot. A little bit higher in the front because we're on an incline. Ah, look at that. All right. Let's see who's here today. Scooter Mom. Hi. Thanks for lurking. I made a very, very, very big mistake today. I have 3 inhalers and I didn't bring one. So that's why I'm sitting immediately. I don't want to take the chance. Sunday, hello. Hello. Sponsor of the Miss Kim channel. Eric Rader. Hey. All right. Now it was funny. I had to go to the coffee shop because my normal pit stop after my long drive, I have to go tinkle, is pizza shop. And I get there. Thank God I wasn't parked really far away and walked all the way to the pizza shop like I normally do. I was parked a little closer. They're closed for emergency repairs. So I had to go to the coffee shop, which is right next door. While I was waiting on my drink, going through my stuff, I had my whole wagon in there. Well, I was in the bathroom and I came out and she was ordering. She had a gold vest. So that's staff. They said silver was Seord. And we kind of like ignored each other. And I was sitting right where you pick up the drinks. She sat at the table next to me. And while I was going through my bag, I saw the SBTV Foundation cards that, hi, nothing that you need. Oh, you're reading the sign? Yeah. All right.
How do we quantify it?
Because they're Sea Org members, they don't let them leave. They have to escape.
What do you mean?
They literally physically won't let them leave for the rest of their life. They sign a billion-year contract and they abuse children. That's why I'm here, because of the child abuse.
Oh, yeah.
They put them to work at like 12 years old in here.
You drink or eat anything right next to them?
Not really.
Drink a lot of water?
Yeah, I do have water.
That's all
But I brought my fan.
You progresso, are you? Oh, man. You got power up.
All right. I'm live right now, and I was talking to the people on here. But thanks for stopping. Let them know they don't need to be here in Austin. I'm learning how to cut them off. Ugh. All right. Southern Yankee. That's me. I'm from the north. But I've been in Texas for 30 years. Hi, Susan. Hi, Bob. Jennifer. Hitzel. Let's see. Reggie. Dr. Is that Dr. Reggie? So, finish my story. So I'm coming out of the restroom, and we were sitting next to each other, and I was gonna just say hi and be nice, which I try to do, but I had those little cards, and I just quietly walked up and laid it on the table in front of her, and I said, "Hey, these are ex-members that would love to talk to you," and that was it. And she took it. But what was funny is she had to know I was coming here, and didn't tell them to shut down. Now they were ready pretty quick. So maybe they weren't going to shut down till I get here. Maybe they're told they're not allowed to. But, oh, there's a nice breeze. I'm not going to turn on my big fan today. There's a pretty decent breeze. Hey, Lolo. Lolau. Agua Dulce, California. All right. I might be coming to Southern California here sooner than expected. I'm waiting to see if, well, my daughter, there's a good chance she might move back home. She broke up with her man. She's having to get her own apartment, and it's expensive. I'm like, you'd rather move to the ghetto to a cheap apartment than move back to Texas, where we have her. My husband called in a favor and has her a $20 an hour security position ready to go. My son was going to let her stay in his apartment while he was in school. Instead of giving 30 days notice, she wouldn't have had to sign anything. But she'd rather stay in Southern California. I'm just like, my grandkids can't handle that. Little old lady on wheels. Did I miss that? Or is that me? I'm on a steak. I'm a little old lady on a steak. I have my new purple cane that folds in half. And oh my gosh, they're so much cheaper now on Amazon. When I bought these, with the foot alone was $25 or more. This thing was like $16.99 with the foot. Anyway, I had to buy a new one because over here, see these benches over here? One day a while back, it was before I had my tripod. So I laid it down. I had my gimbal and I was just walking back and forth, like right here between the sign and the bench, just back and forth right there. So I laid it down under the bench, which I had done before. And one of the times I turned around and came back, it was gone. My pink foldy cane has been through every travel with me. It was great on the plane. This is too big to take on the plane. It only folds once. I have a black foldable I can't find. And then I have one in the house because if I take a cane in the house, I forget to take it back out because, sometimes I walk around my house without the cane because I have things to grab onto. Anyway, I'm babbling, waiting for people to come in. SPTVfoundation.org or .com was created by ex-members and never ends that would love to talk to you and help you get out, get an apartment, get an education. They just gave a grant to an ex-member that's been out for a while for education. He wants to become a counselor. Isn't that awesome? The ex-member community is so loving and so helpful of each other. You can find them on YouTube. They have so many channels now. Jenna Miscavige, Aaron Smith-Levin, Mike Brown, Sterling Tompkins. I don't know if you know any of them, but they're really great people. I know they tell you that we're all evil, but we're not. Some people are aggressive, but some of us just love you and want you to escape. Hi, Marco. Oh, Reggie, you're so nice. I appreciate it, you guys. I got 22 people. That's pretty good for me. Some days I have like 11 or 12, and I'm getting dizzy. Anytime I yell like that, I get dizzy, and I'm losing my voice. And my dummy butt, knowing it was going to be 110 today. Oh, look, they're trying to hold the door closed. I think when they come in that back door, it creates pressure and opens it. And then if anybody goes in from here, it doesn't close. So we love that it's broken. So one of these days, I'm going to stop procrastinating and figure out Streamlabs and how I can do the picture on picture, or I'm going to do like Pup Groomer does and use two phones. I have some old phones that I could just tape or something to the tripod. I could do that. And I forgot to, oh man, I haven't been out here, and when I'm out not coming consistently, I get so out of whack and so out of routine because I have a routine. Forgot my inhaler, which I always try to. We're in a rental car because I would have one in the glove box if we weren't. And just forgot all kinds of stuff. Can't you get a megaphone? Pearl Snappy got in trouble for the megaphone. I believe they may have even complained misdemeanor charges, but I just don't. And I'm a loud person. Up until it got hot, I was fine. I wanted to be a drill sergeant when I was in the Army, but I was only in the reserve, so I never did. Hitzel, on Saturday, they were all struggling to open the door. It kept closing on them. I'm totally in shade. They have trees out front, and I am totally in the shade. And if you didn't see me, did you see me set up? I've got 2 fans, but there's a breeze right now. I've got a neck fan, and I have a stand-up fan that's both rechargeable from Timu, and they work awesome. Julie, hello, Julie Fire Rocks. And I always buy a drink if I use their bathroom. So, but I prefer going in the pizza place because I can just buy a bottle of water for $1 or something. This gets a little expensive, but I need the caffeine. See, I'm already losing my voice. I don't know why. It's weird. What's up, everybody? We're out here. We shut them down with a quickness. I didn't time it this time, but it was fast. I think they were ready for me because I did. That's why I didn't pre-schedule, because a couple times I pre-scheduled, they were already closed, and I didn't hear that Pearl Snappy had come by or anything. But I met one of them in the coffee shop while I was getting my drink and going to the restroom. So I slipped her a foundation card and told her that these are ex-members and they would love to talk to you. I don't know. And then Hitzel went to Cedar Park a couple weeks ago, and I think accidentally was at a donut shop, and they had a box of these. And she told him about Scientology, and she took that box. So me and my husband went back the other night, Thursday night, and I kind of went too late. Some of them were closed, but the very first place I went in, which was next door to the donut shop, was a restaurant, and they had a whole box of these sitting on their counter. And to be honest, people I talked to didn't know they were there. So I don't know if the person they talked to wasn't there or if they just sat them there because they were kind of hiding. It's a big, huge counter. They were kind of hiding behind a pillar. And I didn't even see them. My husband's standing there with the camera right on it. And then I realized they were there. But don't watch that stream. Oh my gosh. I used StreamYard to say horizontal, and it was horrible. I don't know. I was looking at it on my husband's phone and reading the chat, and it looked fine. So I don't know if that just was a good spot. Oh yeah, they're like, oh my gosh. I gave them one of the little flyers that talked about all of their crimes that Pup Groomer made and told them a little bit. And she's like, oh yes, take them, please. I told her this was Scientology. They have a little display case about that big with a bunch, and I have it in my back seat. And Hitzel's mailing hers to Aaron because he said he wanted some. But then I heard Liz Ferris wanted some too, so I'm gonna email her. But I grabbed me 5, and I'm gonna see if I can just go. Would you like to join my call, like Aaron wants to do? I'm stealing his idea. Oh, Hitzel, awesome! You're awesome. How many times were you out here, Hitzel, on Saturday? She came back. She'd leave and come back and leave and come back, and they'd open and close and open and close. I wish I lived closer because I would do that. I would be here every day, or I would at least just show up for 10 minutes and leave. More times per week. 4 or 5 times. I know, right? That was so funny. I've got my good sign that you can hold is in my truck that went in the shop. And it was just, I haven't had a chance to go get it out. So I just grabbed these. I was in Austin riding scooters. Oh my gosh, that's so much fun. I wish I could ride those. Thanks, Susan. Awesome. I'll shout out anybody. I even shouted out that stream in Cedar Park. I even shouted out a restaurant that after we shut off our stream, we went to. It was like their second day opening, and it was Pakistani food. I've never had that. And I got kebabs. We didn't know it was going to take so long. We literally rolled into our driveway 3 minutes before my husband was supposed to leave for work. Oh, here comes somebody walking really slow that works here. I'll be curious if she comes in the front door. I'm going to turn it, see what she does. Oh, hey, Pup Grandma, I was talking about you. Was yours burning? I had your mini flyer that talk about all their crimes, all the things they're accused of when I went to Cedar Park, and I got a box. Hey, all right. I got a box of flyers like Hitzel did, and I'm going to go back again, and because it's a big shopping area, and I can just picture sptvfoundation.org. It's ex-members that would love to talk to you. Oh, I got my bee friend. He likes my fan. But anyway, so she's mailing hers to Aaron, and I'm gonna see if Liz wants mine. I didn't do it. Yeah, my husband we printed them right before I left. Or no, he printed them at work because we haven't gotten my printer working yet. And then he was cutting them up on the way there because it was farther than I thought because you go south. So it was close, but then I didn't realize how far west it was. So it was still over an hour to get there, and I didn't plan that well. So we were only there a short time. But, oh, awesome, Reggie. Awesome, awesome. I like that. There's a lot of college students around here, and, I get being like this with my sign. People actually, it says Scientology is a cult. Is this, ask me why. And they do all the time. I'm starting to go back to my old videos, and I'm going to start cutting out all the cool conversations I've had with people that actually, so 80% of them know that it's bad. They don't know the details. They just know to stay away. So some of them just want details, but there's that, 20% that come by and say, I don't know anything about it. And when I tell them, they're shocked. So Pup Grimmer, thanks so much. So I got a few of my regulars here, and I was thinking about doing something because I've been really enjoying doing the live streams from home. Because honestly, there was one night I came on, or I was just bored. I wanted to come on one night just to chat. I was bored. Hubby was at work, and so it was late. So anyway, even I've noticed in the chats, we're getting a lot of new people. And I know a lot of people do videos on stories about Scientology, like the sins of Scientology, and they do really good documentaries. But I was just thinking about doing short versions, like 10 minutes or less, of like different stories, like the FBI, when they infiltrated the FBI, then one about their tax status, just given, the pertinent information, nothing fancy. Oh, you don't want to go in there at the call. Just for fun and to help those new people, because not everybody sees everybody's channels. We have so many now, over 200 with protesters and activists. And so I thought, I know me, even me, when I see any kind of documentary, if it's over a certain length, I'm like, I'm not into them hour-long documentaries. I am when it's something I really enjoy. Like I'm in a whole series of all of the Egyptian history, and I didn't, because all we know is like King Tut and Imhotep, and there's so many more, so much more. And the guy uses maps, which is cool. So all of the accusations are collaborated by stories of survivors or current court cases. Yeah, short is good. There's so much content. Yeah, I know, and that's what I was thinking. Because I can't keep up with the LA streamers because they're all out there together doing like 4 or 5 hours. And thank God for Natalie. At least we find out about the big stuff like poor Chris got attacked again. I watched that on the way here. I saved it from yesterday and I watched half of today's stream. And he got punched in the face, and those officers wouldn't arrest him. Was he still in Hollywood? I'm curious. I didn't hear that part. So yeah, I just thought I would do five. If I could do 5 to 10 minute. Oh, my little bee friend is here. He was on me this time. I didn't even put perfume on today. Just to get any of the new people caught up with and I even thought about doing one on the different, like sec checks versus auditing. Some of the more common things people talk about, just a sec check is this, an auditing is this. Because I know I learned it all from Aaron, but I also binge watched a year of his videos in 2022. So I only went back a year. I couldn't do 5 years. And then I started watching him religiously January 2023 when he started to go live. And every time I get that notice, I watch. So that's how I learned everything. And then I branched out from him, telling me about other channels. Awesome, Reggie. Day 4th of July is coming. What's weird is Fort Cavazos, it changed. They always do a thing called Freedom Fest. It's a big, huge day of crafts and food, and I think they might even have a little what do you call it? Not circus, where they have rides for little kids. And then when it gets dark, they have a well-known singer live usually, and then they have fireworks. And when I went on post, we used to park near post if we weren't going for the day, and we would just park off of one of the roads when the kids were little. But one time I went in and I laid on the track. There's a stadium with a track, and they do it right above there. And I laid flat on my back right under the fireworks. That was so awesome. And if I can get my son to take me, because my husband will be at work, I want to do that this year. So yeah, I think I'm going to start doing that. The little short, easy to follow, things that has happened in Scientology, or just, pertinent pieces of information. Just a little short series. And if I could fit it as shorts, I see some shorts that are like little over 3 minutes. If that's true, I could probably do a long one and then do a short so that it gets to more people. Because I stop on shorts all the time, and I'm like, I find something and I'm like, I want that whole story, and I go to the channel and I finish that whole story. The short will end, well, I hate it when they do that. So I need to mount this sign. My husband is supposed to be working. This is his weekend. On my sign, we're going to get it done this weekend. I swear, if it kills me. If it kills me, we're going to get it done. Because it's going to be on a big tripod with a big, long pole with a full-size poster board. It's going to be tall enough to be seen over the cars that are parked behind me sometimes. So, make sure you can see my son. You know what? Let me try this. So, I used to have my sign that had the pole, and I could sit it right here. Let me try something. No, it's too windy. At least do that. Somebody's close, I'll see it. See, I got my stand-up fan. I haven't turned that on yet. And I got my neck fan that I'm about to turn on. It's so breezy. This thing dies in less than 2 hours. That's all. Hey, baby girl. I hear it's hot in Florida. Oh, I forgot about my cold water. Drink that. As long as I don't yell constantly, I should be okay without my inhaler. Cannot. I had 3 inhalers. How did I not put one in my backpack? I tore it apart too. Couldn't find it. Because I'm in a rental car, there was a possibility it would have been in the glove box. Although I'm told not to do that in the seat. I got to make a checklist. There are days I forget my hat. There was one time I forgot my tripod in the car. I'm going to make me a laminated list. What's the heat index? That's what it is here, but heat index. Well, no, it's at 1 o'clock. It was supposed to be 100, and then whatever heat index there is. So I figured 110. But I'm in the shade, and there's a breeze, so I'm feeling pretty good. And I can put water in this fan. I'm going to turn the camera on for a little while. There's not a lot of oh wait. There's not a lot of foot traffic in the summer. So let's see, I'm on back. So we want front. Okay. There we are. Oh, geez, you're close. Sorry, that was so I could read. Hi, y'all. Let's see. Oh, Reggie, that's so nice. I will support anything you do, Kim. I'm guessing that I'm not the only one who wants to meet your husband to thank you for his service. Oh, that's so awesome. Well, if you go on my channel, a few months ago when this first opened, we had security guards, so probably March. He's in private security, so I did an interview with him. I want to redo it because that was when I was new and I didn't learn. I had mics and didn't use them, and I was louder than him, and I think I didn't turn off notifications, but people got to ask questions and about things, the difference between law enforcement, private security, and private security who are law enforcement in their private life. It was very informative, and I'm going to redo it without live. I'm just going to redo it, make it shorter, so that people can watch it and understand the difference. And if you have any questions, I know all about it. I was going to get my license, and because they're always in need of somebody when somebody calls off, I didn't want to have a schedule. I can't. With my fibromyalgia and other things, I can't be. But who wants to be just on call? You hardly ever find anybody who wants to do that. And I can't work with my husband, but guess what? My husband works by himself at night, and he never calls off. In 3 years, he's never taken a vacation. He's saving up for his surgery. And the only times he's called off, he was too sick once, still go sick. And the other couple times, I think it's 3 times, was car trouble. DJ! What's up, everybody? But I appreciate that, Reggie. Paraditology. Let's see, who else? Diana's here! Oh, God, weed eating. What state are you in, Diana, again? Because holy crap, we pay somebody to do our yard now. Thank God. It's our next door neighbor. It's awesome. He's so nice. And he does it on the side. Okay, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm from Ohio. My mom actually moved to, it was a funny name, not far from Hershey. Oh my gosh. My sister went to high school there for a year. I got to go back to work. All right. That's okay, Hitzel. DJ. Oh, thank you, DJ. No, I remember those. No, it was like a something with ends with an A. If I had a different phone, I'd look it up on the map. Yeah, I know about all those. No, it was just a weird name. It wasn't like pronounced weird. But I was already married by then. And I think I was in 1996. No, I was in Texas by then. Oh, corner. I get it now. Usually I can figure out the typos, but that one was weird. Don't you love, not typo. I know it's autocorrect. Oh my God. We have the HEB store here, and I thought your phone was supposed to recognize something you type all the time. So HEB, it stands for like Henry E. Butt, and it's a great grocery chain. It was so great that I stopped going to the commissary on post way back in the 90s because it was so, the prices were so good. I didn't need to. And it was right near my house. I didn't have to. So I only went sometimes if they were having a bulk sale or something. Let me move that back. And I wore the wrong glasses again. But anyway, I thought that was, oh, my leg. I'm sitting here rubbing my leg because my leg is the only thing in the sun. It's moving. I might have to move over. You know what? I'm going to have to move over, y'all. The sun is moving to behind me, and for a little while, it's going to be right above me. Because I usually come at 2:30, and by that time, or no, it's going that way. Because by then, the building is shading me. So right now, I just have to get rid of there's a hole. That should be better. And I like having the chair too. It kind of, if you notice, I make myself a little fort. That's what I did. So nobody can really come. There's a tree, there's my chair, there's the personality sign, and there's my wagon. That's better. It's like, man, my leg was on fire. On fire. I'm in a mood today. Hi, Fluffer Squirrel. No, Diana, it's usually just me. I think it's the time of day that I come. Let's see. DJ. DJ, that's funny. I know. So, oh, I didn't even finish the story. So when I type in HEB, it always says Hebrew. So I let it go because my kids know what Hebrew means. Because it's been like that for years. My old phone would get it right. But if I say I'm going to the Hebrew, or if I'm going to Hebrew to get some groceries, they know what I mean. Story time. Yeah. Well, so I can tell summer is going to be like this unless we get tourists, which is mostly probably going to be weekends. I was hoping, wait a minute. Let's see, am I going the right way? There are some students coming across the street from campus. There was a group waiting on the light. There they are. See? You see them? We're getting a few. Yeah, we have Aldi. I used to get Aldi when I had shipped before Walmart and delivered. And then HEB started pickup service. Now they have delivery, but I have that monthly thing with Walmart. But I don't dare get produce from either one because whoever's picking them is told to get the worst thing they can find. Last time, I happened to have a doctor's appointment last week, and I took 3 items back I got that morning because I broke down and got some produce. So I either have to make a produce run myself, which I wanted to do at Whole Foods here. I might do today. Or I went ahead and downloaded Instacart because you get to talk to the person when you're doing Instacart. You just pay more in a tip because they shop for you. And when I did the produce, I did Aldi, and we got a new Aldi that's bigger. But sadly, I went and did a produce run there a few weeks ago, and all their stuff is horrible looking. Why is there no female baristas in the synagogue? The Torah clearly is written as Hebrew. Jay, you got me. Lives on produce farm. Oh, Diana, you're so lucky. I tried a garden here one year. I got a tiller. It got so hot that you had to go out at 7 a.m. to do anything in it, and all but the squash died off. So then I tried a container garden on my porch, so it shaded more, and that worked really well. But then we got this really dumb dog that we ended up, we had to rehome him. I found out that Labrador or Labrador Retriever, he was blonde, I think Labrador, they're either really, really smart or really, really dumb. I've seen two really dumb ones. I don't know what was wrong with this dog. He dumped all of my planters and would have the planter in his mouth over his head, running through the yard, banging into stuff. Anyway, he was really, really hyper, and we found a guy that had a farm that was willing to take. I mean, if I rehome, I'm like, you got to pass a test. Where are they going to sleep? You know, da 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 da. Just like if you got him from a rescue. There's only been 2 dogs I had to rehome. The other one we got as a puppy because the dog we had at the time could not deal with other dogs. We got a female puppy who was a border collie. Well, when she was 2 years old, he was getting older, and she would not leave him alone. She was nipping at the back of his leg. Again, I had to find her somebody that would give her the exercise and time that she needed. My kids were in high school, and they didn't want to play with dogs anymore. Oh, canning season. Awesome, 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 awesome. Oh, Diana, so lucky. I love vegetables. I cook a lot of stir fry just because, and I don't put like covered in sauce. I use very little sauce because I just like the vegetables. Matter of fact, the last time I made it, I forgot to put meat in it, and we didn't even notice. I just totally forgot. I just did all the vegetables up. So yeah, I usually do my own produce run. And I think if I can't get out to do, now that I'm out more. So before I got the pain stimulator last November, I was stuck. So I had to make a really big trip, usually after a doctor's appointment. But now I'm more mobile now. So it's not as hard. Yeah, we were talking to my sister-in-law. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Beets I've never gotten into. I need to try to do something with beets. I do a lot with sweet potatoes because they said they're the most nutritious thing in produce. But Walmart, I will never get. So I took the things back, got a gift card, went over, got a thing of cut fruit, 3 different kinds. It was just small. Got it home and spit it out and threw it in the trash. I should have never done it. I'm not ever again. I can make so many jokes of beets without missing the beat. Dun-dun-dun. You're funny. You're funny. Hold on, I'm gonna shake the camera. I'm gonna try something. It seems to be a little bit high. Come on now. Open. Oh, I opened the wrong one. Hold on. Let's try that. There we go. That's better. I don't want you guys to have to look up my nose that much. And then I made an eye appointment so I could get the new glasses that are smaller, and They were at like 11 something, and at 1 o'clock, I'm like, what's today? We missed them. That is the problem with having somebody that works at night, and then their weekend is during the week, and never knowing what day of the week it is. Hey, Susan. Oh, they're there. They're probably lurking. So good. I had them up there. This one usually dies before the 2 hours is up. That's pretty good on one. I don't have the big one on because I get a breeze every once in a while. And it always lasts. I think I went 3 hours one time on high and it didn't die. It'll be good for, I'm just doing this right in front of the camera. It'll be great for camping. Side question. How do the pilots handle flight level 420? It sounds like Diana's busy. She's probably taking a break. I would love to can and stuff. I'm about to make, I saw it on a short, and I'm like, I noticed when I was visiting my daughter that my grandkids like hot chocolate. It's like their dessert. When today, I may have to put the water in this. Yeah, well, I looked at those, the ones that go around the neck, and I like this more because I could either A, because it took water, B, it was only $5, and it does sit pretty well around the neck. I can feel it pretty good. So when it's down here like this, I can feel it because I can make it closer, but it's pretty good. There is one that I might consider now that it's getting freaking 110. There's one that goes around your neck that has ice in it, and it's a fan, and it blows the ice on you. Plus, I'm still thinking about my torso doesn't get that hot because I'm not moving around. I mean, certain places do. The only thing I need to stay cool is my face. As long as my face is cool, I'm okay. What's going on tomorrow? Something happening that you're gonna miss? It might be out of the loop. Yeah, I need to make a dental appointment. Really bad. I've had a cracked tooth for months. It doesn't hurt as long as I don't chew on it. It's fine. It's weird. Sometimes it'll come apart a little, and I just push it back together. Doesn't hurt. I need to get it fixed for it. Does hurt. 22. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'd show the door, but not that many people come through this door. Okay, so I was showing my husband this morning. I'm waiting for Amazon Prime Day, July 16, 17, to make any more purchases. There's a reflector fan a reflective umbrella that will attach to a chair for, I think, under $30, and it's huge. And that way, I've always wanted, see, this is backwards, at least for me. So it's really that, whatever. The corner over there, I've always wanted to sit there because a lot of people go in that side door. The only ones that come through the front door are ones that can't do stairs. That's why we don't see a lot of traffic. The old NASA secret is apply the cool to the palms of the hands, and the blood carries it into the core. Oh. Then I've got ice bags in my cooler, and I'll just hold this bottle So I freeze these bottles. This one was about not quite 2/3, and I froze it. I have one that was almost completely full that I froze. Then I take baggies, and we get factory meals delivered, and they have this gel that stays. And he put that into a bag with alcohol, so it wouldn't get completely hard, and it molds around the bottle. So I have 2 layers of ice bags, and then it's a very small cooler. I want it small. So, and then I just have a regular bottle that I can pour in over the ice if I want. So I have 4 bottles of water, and I drank almost the whole one on the way here. I've been in Texas long enough to know to drink a lot of water. I usually drink about a gallon a day at home because I have this nugget ice maker. So I drink the water and I eat the ice, and I know I fill it with at least a gallon of water a day, if not more. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It does kind of feel good, actually. Plus, I also heard the back of the neck is good. Whew, I'm gonna need a shower when I get home. You know what? I'm in the shade, and this thing holds in heat. I wear it for sun. I got the idea from Pro Snappy. Maybe I'll get one of those ice makers on Prime Day. That's when I got it. It was Christmas, and I had just finished getting all the grandkids ordered stuff, and it popped up on one of those quick sales because I wasn't ready to buy. The kids bought me a cheap ice maker just a few months before, and it was great, but it wasn't the little ice. A little hard to chew. I have to eat ice, and I do know it. Chewing ice is a symptom of low iron. I've always had low iron. Let's see, and they're like, the one I wanted was almost $400, and it came up on sale for $200. I was like, what? I bought that sucker. It's been great too, and it holds a lot more than it was bigger than the little ones were. Oh, is Chris up here? Well, hello. I just talked about you. I said I had my hat on, and I said I took it off because it holds in heat. I said, but I wear it for sun. Pearl Snappy taught me that. I saw you with a hat, and I'm like, I probably would have showed up with no hat first time or two. So I didn't know what to do. Now I look like I'm camping. I have so much crap. I have, look here. I have my fan, my stand-up rechargeable fan, and I've got my neck fan, but there's a breeze, so I don't have that one on. I have a cooler now with frozen bottles of water and regular bottles of water. I drank the last time I was here, a little over 2 hours. I drank 4 bottles of water. That was when there was a group here. The last time I was with a group. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Pearl Snappy. I appreciate you for everything. I was like, tripod, good idea. And then wagon, oh my gosh, I was lugging my tripod and everything around with my cane. It was so annoying. Plus, everything I get is going to do dual purpose. So all of it will be used for when we have a travel trailer when we go camping. Yeah, the small ice makers are nice. The one the kids got me was like $75. But I always get insurance on if it's like $5 for insurance, I get it, and they didn't. So, and I could have turned it in on the manufacturers. My husband threw it in the trash. I'm like, we're all learning by doing. I love that you're rocking out there. Thank you, Pearl Snappy. You too. And I really like, people think we should be in a group, and it is fun. But I like that we kind of cover a whole day because I come kind of early and you come late. We cover more hours that way. And I like that. And I'm just glad they have trees. I wouldn't be surprised they cut these trees down just to spite us. way they are. But yeah. I can't believe how many channels we have now. It's freaking amazing. It's just, when we started, there was maybe 50 back in February. Just since February, it has jumped a ridiculous. It's sptvfoundation.org. Ex-members, they would love to hear from you. Boy, she pulled that door hard, too. What was funny, Pearl Snappy, is I met somebody in a gold vest in the coffee shop, and she left before me and they didn't close down, but I slid her an SPTV Foundation card. I said, here, this is ex-members that would love to talk to you. Never know. Yeah, I know, Pearl Snappy. I like that one day that a while back that because I came and it was already closed. Well, you had come by on your bike a couple times. If I lived here, man, I would love that, just to come periodically through the day. Hitzel shut him down like four, almost maybe 5 times on Saturday. She'd come and leave and come back and leave. They was on the scooters. Hey, Pro Snappy, did you hear about Cedar Park and the pamphlets? So, let me show you. So, they sent body routers to Cedar Park to the outside mall, and Hitzel happened to go by a donut shop there, and they had a whole box. She took it. Well, I went Thursday night, and I didn't have a lot of time. Went to the very next restaurant next door, and they had a box hidden kind of behind a pillar, and nobody I talked to even knew they were there. When I told them what they were, they let me take the box. So I'm going back, because I can picture them taking a whole van load in there and them all splitting up that whole mall. Yeah, that's why I didn't pre-schedule. I'm not going to pre-schedule anymore, because they were shut down a couple times when I pre-scheduled. Most of the public live up in Cedar Park and Georgetown or down south by Buda. Yeah, yeah, because they can't do it here. And campus, they're probably still doing campus, but there's not a lot of people there right now. But some of the places were closed, and the other restaurant we went in had just opened, so they didn't get it. So we're going to spread out. My husband was my cameraman that night. So I had my mic on. I wasn't going to take the camera inside when the mic didn't end up working. But I feel like just getting that one box of pamphlets was worth the whole trip. So it might. Yeah, I know. I heard they were on the app that they get local events on. Some student told me. And I'm like, they shouldn't even be on that. They shouldn't. The campus, whoever runs that, we need to get with them and tell them to take them off. That they're just trying to get students in. Oh, that's awesome, Pro Snappy. Let me know if I'm usually I'll start texting you when I'm coming. And if you've heard of any body routers at that time, I'll go find them. I can go on foot and leave everything in the car.
How you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you doing? All right. It's cold, you know. Because I would love to know where they are. But from now, I'm going to go to Cedar Park this week. I'm going to do it in the evening, towards the evening, when it's cooler. The only problem with that was a lot of the places closed by 7:30. I need to go a little bit earlier, like 6. It took me longer to get there than I expected. But I want to hit different parts of that mall. Wait, I had the mini flyers, that pup groomer. I printed those out and handed them out. There's an option to receive an email now when someone reports in your area. Just have to opt in, but emails will be kept secure. Okay. Well, I have an email for the channel. It doesn't. You can give that email to anybody you want. I'll go on there. Scientology won't win at Gmail. And I also created a Google phone number that I need to. It's on my other phone that's not on service. So I have a phone number too that people can use. Okay. Throw something. That's awesome, DJ. Oh, I don't know what just happened. And then Jeff is his name, PTS for life. He's going into counseling. I can see that. Yeah, that's a good thing to pursue. On Insta, tell the students to message you there or be okay, cool. Thanks, Pro Snappy. That's awesome. Because if they happen to be out and I'm coming or I can come, I will. The only problem is it takes me 90 minutes to get here. If I fly, I can do it in an hour and 15. So by the time I get here, they're probably gone. But if I'm already on the way, that'll be awesome. Oh, there's more. Hold on. Option. Mueller. Oh no, I saw it all. All right. I'll go on there too and make sure. I'm glad because what I'd like to see is a list of all the channels' emails. So if we want to contact each other, that's awesome. You guys are doing so much good work with that. Oh, it's okay, Diana. The sun is making it hard to read. It's the only thing about the tree. Oh, crap. I got to get my phone out of the sun. Hold on. It's moving on me. I got to move back again. Hang on, y'all. I can't let my phone get hot. We're going to move behind the tree. I know I have a lot of crap, but it gets people's interest. Why are you sitting there? Don't fall in the hole. Moving the camera. Let's get this sucker in the shade. That's better. Oh, it's cooler here too. And it's moving on me. Like I said, usually when I come around 2, the building is shading me by then. I don't have to move around. Hey, Chris. Well, if my daughter had come home, she's single, but her dumb butt moved to Southern California. She's regretting that decision. Gosh, I don't need one. Yeah, I like coming earlier, but I don't know if I like it enough because of all this moving I have to do. If I come at 2, I don't have to do that. Well, that's awesome. Well, me and my daughter don't have one because we've been in a military town this whole time, and you don't hear a Texas drawl there. Everybody's from somewhere else. Same thing with Austin. Austin, everybody's from somewhere else, or you don't really hear it. But man, I went up to Texarkana one time, and wow, you can hear it anywhere else. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Pearl Snappy. Yeah, I've been watching him too. Yeah, DJ, I found a reflective umbrella on Amazon that will attach to the chair. See, originally I wanted one I could hold so I could stand over there, but after my asthma attacks, I decided to bring my camping chair because I stand still anyway because walking around is too hard in this heat. I just can't do it. I need to lose a few pounds. That might help, but I didn't gain the weight from food. It was from meds, so it makes it so much harder to lose weight because I don't need to reduce my calories. I don't eat a lot of sweets. I don't eat a lot of calories, and I get factor meals. They're really healthy. So I need to go to. I have a membership to Planet Fitness. I need to just start going. It's just getting out my door in that oven heat hitting you in the face makes you not ever want to go anywhere. Oh, Scotland. That's awesome. Yeah, you probably want to hear something different. I found out, I did my DNA test. I knew I had English. I knew I had Irish. I thought my maiden name was German. And also, since I did ancestry.com, well, they update your DNA. So what they said was, as their testing gets better, they redo it. So when I first did it, I was 30 something percent Scottish, 30 something percent English, and 30 something percent. No, it's just those two. And then a lot, Irish and Denmark, Belgium. I'd be, I really wish you wouldn't. Oh, that tickles. Oh, he's tickling me. It tickles. Please go away. Thank you. Please go away. Thank you. Yeah, I wish this gym. Oh, she's on me again. Please go. Stop tasting me. Anyway, they redid it, and now I'm 46% Scottish. Where did that come from? And I've been doing my background. It's not official, you have to prove that that's really your ancestor. I'm just clicking through, doing, picking the most likely candidate. I haven't found Scotland yet. So how am I 46% Scottish? I never saw that coming. My maiden name is Wolf. I'm trying to figure out where that came from with an E. But then again, they changed the spelling. So I thought that was German. I did find out that Wolf could be from Ireland too. SPTVfoundation.org. Human trafficking signs are living with employer, living in cramped, crowded conditions, living in bad conditions, taking identification papers like your passport, not being able to talk to that person alone, rehearsed answers. There's more, but I forgot. Fear that you won't make any money on the outside. That's all I can think of right now. Well, what? the ones that are good. Some of them are. My husband got me one several years ago that I'd never even heard of. He didn't know who the top ones were, and I didn't mind it, but it went back 50 generations. So it was so spread out. I was pretty much everything. And they give you the celebrity that you're related to, which was Eva Longoria. And the other celebrity I was related to was this mummy they found in South America. It's a famous mummy. So I was, South American, and I guess Eva Longoria, I'm not sure if she's Mexico or whatever. I was from everywhere. When you go back that far, you got almost everything. SPTVfoundation.org. The ex-members would love to talk to you. This bee won't leave me alone, and I actually didn't put perfume on today. Bugs love me. Now, I didn't hear that they weren't. My dog got stung by, you idiot. You weirdo. Can we get my sign done this weekend? So I don't have the other one, and I can't sit here and hold poster board when it's windy. I really would like to get that done. Diana, me and daughter sent in different occasions, and we have different surnames. It matched us and relatives in Finland. Now, I've seen identical twins have like different levels of different things, and I can understand it because, your genes are just whatever ends up pulling out and being together. So, I mean, I don't think it's 100% like, but I know Ancestry's been around for a while. Oh, and I did find out on the other one that I had the bitter gene. And see, I've never liked wine. I couldn't do it. I've never really liked alcohol. I can drink beer, and I don't like really, really bitter stuff. My husband, I know if they ever did his DNA test, he would have that gene where you hate cilantro. He thinks it tastes like soap. And that is a gene, which I think is funny. I wish that Bree would leave me alone. I'm nice to you. I get it. I've never swatted at him, so I've never been. If you sting me and I'm being nice, we're gonna have issues. What are you doing? He's just climbing around my fingers. I have sanitizer. You know what? I'm gonna put sanitizer. Oh, I squished him. I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. I'm so sorry. Don't push me. It's between my fingers when I moved, and I didn't know. Well, he left. I hope he doesn't go tell his friends. We need to go get that. That witchy woman over there. She squished me. Yeah, there's a gene that makes that happen. Now, I don't mind it. Yeah. Let me get my phone. I carried this around campus one day, but they were having a big event. And somebody told me you're not allowed to walk around with a sign. And I'm like, well, but you can walk around and hand out flyers. I don't get it. Nobody said anything to me that day. And so I was holding this with my gimbal and then my cane and tried to make it small. But they were having a big thing for seniors where they get their rings. And I didn't know what it was. Hey, Peter. Yeah, and my dumb butt forgot my inhaler. But since I'm bringing my chair now, just went out for groceries and left your stream on. Oh, I've done that. I appreciate the thought, though. I probably got a little bit. I do appreciate it because last I checked, I was amazed. I think I only needed about 200 watch hours, and I've done a few streams since then. So that'll be cool. It'll be nice if it just pays for parking. Like parking varies. So some days at one parking lot it's $2 an hour, or it's 2.50 an hour. That one changes. So today, when it goes up to 4, I might as well go to the really nice parking garage that's in the shade because it's the same price. So I went there. I call that, what do I call that? The gold standard parking. I don't mind it because it's the university co-op parking. So I know that the profit goes to the co-op, which their profits go to university course materials for students that need it. So that doesn't. From California. I wish I were there right now. Oh my goodness. Wish I was there. So. I'm hoping after they fix our travel trailer, if we can trade it in on a Class C, because we found out after we bought both that our truck cannot tow it. So we only have gone to local places, and it sleeps 10. It's huge. My thought process was we were supposed to live in it. We're supposed to move in it, and I had all the family was here. There was enough for all the grandkids and everybody, and it's beautiful. It has an island in it, but it got some hail damage. We need to turn it in and get it fixed. If I can get a Class C, I'll be able to travel some, and maybe I can talk Tom into taking some of his vacation time, or we can do it on his weekends, and we might be able to go to a couple of the orgs that are within a certain. Couldn't go to El Paso. That's saying 14 hours. Well, we could. We could do that in 3 days. Yeah, it's. I know it's 100. I know at 1 o'clock here it was. Oh, we're at 2 o'clock. I know at 1 o'clock because it had a red danger symbol. It was supposed to hit 100, and you might as well add 10 degrees for the index. I know it's 110 today. When we got here, it would average maybe 102, and only in like late July and August. And now it's getting triple digits in May. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And it's not going to stop because I don't care what you say about global warming, climate change. The thing about it is, the reason they're calling it climate change is I was friends with a professor, professor's wife at the college, and he was a geologist. And he said, we're coming out of an ice age. So even if we hadn't done the things that we did, the earth was going to warm up anyway. So even if we fixed everything we're doing, it's still going to get hotter. I just don't know how hotter. Mm. Do I have to come to Texas and handle you for not bringing your inhaler? I know, and I have 3 of them now. I know. I got so out of whack. If I don't come, like, continuous, and I missed because of the car situation of my daughter, I miss, and I just get so out of whack. I was like, okay, I've got my tripod, I've got my fans, I've got this, I got my cooler, I got my sandwich for the way home, got all my bottles of water, got my hat, grab the inhaler. So I'm just gonna put one in it's a rental car, or I would have left one in the glove box. My life has just been upside down lately. We were sitting on the edge of our seat for several days thinking my daughter was gonna be like, okay, I'm moving home, come get me. And our truck is in the shop. So, life. I'm sorry, PETA. That's why I'm sitting. I brought, remind me of the film Jupiter Ascending, Be the Recognized Royalty. I love that movie. I've watched it like 3 or 4 times. I love it. Love that movie. I love sci-fi if it's good. Everybody's given Atlas on Netflix, J-Lo's new movie. So much crap. And I thought it was great. Now she overacted a few. She did that lower lip shake like 3 or 4 different times. I'm like, girl, we get that you're upset. That was the only thing. She overacted. But for the most part, she was okay. And the storyline was very like new. They weren't redoing something. They did, but in a different way. I really liked the story, and the CGI and a lot of that stuff was really good. I was on the edge of my seat. Give it a watch. It's worth. If you have Netflix, you don't have to pay extra for it. Now her other thing I saw the clips of her. If you don't know Popcorn Planet, he does pop culture justice, and he was showing clips of her documentary, and she is a bitch. Just sitting there letting people argue with each other over stuff and just acting like she's not in the room. I'm like, that woman did. And then when they canceled production because there was a problem, she just left and got in the car, and they're like, well, there's something else we can do. She's like, no, I'm busy. How are you busy if you were scheduled to film all day? She just got in the car and left. And the whole time, she's like this. She's on her phone like this, ignoring everybody. And I'm just like, talk about somebody that can't communicate. Because they're saying she liked to post about spouses that don't communicate well and don't know themselves. I'm like, that's you, girl. That's you. That's just my sidebar into pop culture. You should get a lanyard and put it inhale around your neck. I know. I should. You know what? I will see if I can. I bet they have one on Amazon, and I'll attach it to my keys. I have a little medicine bottle that attaches to my keys with one of each of my meds, okay, just in case I'm out longer than I expect. I have a little flashlight on my keys. I have sanitizer. My keys are huge. It's a bracelet. It really is. I bought a bracelet keychain. So, hubby didn't answer me. He must have left. What is it called? Are you talking? Oh, 85. And I miss 85 in Ohio. It was much more humid in Ohio than it was here. I know Pennsylvania. There for a while though, when we were having the storms, we were getting like 69, 70, 80% humidity. And that's what was killing me. See, it's drier today. And I'm okay because we've had no rain for days and it's sunny. So I'm having less problems. If it continues to stay dry, I'll be fine. It's not the heat, it's the humidity that gets. Usually, I only need my inhaler in March, maybe April. So they go bad before I ever use them. I don't have really bad asthma. I've never had to go to the hospital or anything. Yeah, I'm going to look into the lanyard thing. That's a good idea. Or I can attach it. Oh, I have things attached to my backpack. I always make sure I bring my backpack. Oh, the Atlas with Tom Hanks. I haven't seen that one. Oh, that's isn't that? It's not just Atlas Shrugged. Atlas Shrugged. It was based on a book. Yeah. Audit. Hello. Hemet in the house. Yeah, you haven't. Have you heard me lately? My daughter broke up with her man, and I thought she was going to come home, and we were about to come to Southern California to get her, but she's looking for her own apartment for in the ghetto for $1,400 a month to 16. And I'm like, girl, my husband got her $20 an hour security job here, where rent is like $800 for a 2-bedroom townhouse or less. My son was paying $725. So it's good to see you. So I was gonna announce, and the JLo movie, yeah, Cloud Atlas. That's it. I haven't seen it yet. I will. I need to. Right. There, have some matcha latte treat. More water. See, I've been here almost an hour. I've done 2 bottles of water. Yes, please, audit. She won't. She's not looking in Riverside because she says it's too expensive. But she's got people. She's getting a little bit of assistance, like food stamps, and they told her that she could get into this apartment for $1,400 in the ghetto. And I'm like, my husband was going to co-sign. Well, he makes too much money, so she's going to have to go for a regular apartment. They're paying $2,400 right now for 2 bedroom. So I know she's probably not look. I said you need to look in other places around anyway. So that would be awesome. Yeah, I was talking about the JLo movie Atlas on Netflix. Yes, audit, please. Because she works from home, so she can live anywhere. She doesn't need a car. She doesn't have one. He wrecked it. He wrecked her car. But she literally paid it off and he wrecked it. I don't want to go into it. I have been under so much stress this last week. It's ridiculous. I need to, and I don't have my meds for that. So it doesn't matter where she lives as long as she can get a good signal, good internet. That would be awesome because I wish she'd be farther from him. He's a piece of. When somebody's being mentally abused, they don't tell you until it's over. And then she tells me all the shit that's been going on. And she's a strong girl. I don't know why she put up with it. He got her there. He got her loan. Her family didn't help like they said they would. And she was working. This is the first time he's worked full time in 2 years. She was working 2 jobs when I visited. So that's just a little bit I'll complain about. 1450, 2 bedrooms, quiet area. That would be awesome. And if it's not low income, my husband can co-sign and she'll be in because she'll have the money. She makes enough money. That would be awesome. She's got 3 kids, but one of them's 2, and they have bunk beds as long as they're not teeny tiny room. Did you see my short I made about Scientology? No, I have to go look. Me too. I'll put a link to it in the description when I get home. My bee is back. I'm sorry, bee. I didn't mean to squish you. Are you okay? Don't be mad. Here's some water. Where you at? I have a pigeon friend sometime too. This is way too close. But I have to be able to read you guys. Let's see if the other camera is farther away. Hold on. I won't be gone. I'm just looking at settings. Let me try the other camera. Let's see. Camera. Let's see. I'm on camera 2, 3 facing front. Camera 2, 1 facing front. Let's see what that does. Oh, it is farther. Oh, now I see why it's different. I didn't know what the different numbers meant. Okay. I'm not like right up in your face. Ah! He's dead now. And he stung me. He was on my leg and I laid my arm on him. And there's the stinger. I'm sorry, B. I killed you. I'm so sorry. Don't they let, isn't there a hormone they let out when you kill them? It was reaction. I'm sorry, B. Don't they die when they sting you anyway? Ow, that hurt. Urgh. Oh, man, you can see the hole. I can't see it very well. It's like right in front of my finger. Ow! Urgh. That hurt. That's only the second time in my life I've been, and both times I squished the bee. They didn't sting me for no reason. Ooh, I'm getting sunburned because it's a tree and there's little. I got spots of red through the leaves. Oh my goodness! How do you make that stop hurting? Ow! I'm not allergic, so I'll be fine. White vinegar. Now, we do use a lot of white vinegar at home. I only clean with that in my spray bottles. Friend gave me a box of strawberries. I shared it with you folks. I would love some strawberries. I didn't get any. I was dumb. I don't know why I didn't even look at them when I was in the store. I'm going to leave here since I got here early, and hubby doesn't work tonight. This is night off. I'm going to try. So I went to the Whole Foods here, which is huge. It takes up a whole city block. I was so disappointed in their produce last time. But they did have some interesting fruits. It had these Asian oranges that were so amazing. They were so good. If they have them, I'm getting more. So I think I'm going to go there on the way home. It's just usually I don't. When I leave, it's like 5 o'clock rush hour. And literally, it's normally would probably take me 5 or 8 minutes to get there. It was taking like 19 or 20. So I wouldn't go. But now that it's summer, would you think alcohol would make it feel? Well, it's starting to go away because I've got sanitizer with me. It's starting to go away. Since I pulled it out, it's going away. You know what? Let me put a cold on it. I didn't want to kill the bee. It was a reaction. I mushed him. Because I didn't know what, as soon as I felt it, I just pushed hard on my leg. I mushed him. He's visited me several times. It's bad. I'm sorry. I don't know where his bee house is. Beehive. There's only one that comes with it. Not anymore. Yeah. I'll get some when I get home. Yeah, we use like peroxide for stains. We use vinegar, or if I want something that smells good, I'll get like something biodegradable or natural. Like I love Mrs. Myers. It's feeling better. It's going away. Yeah. Well, like I said, I've never really had to deal with bee stings. I did have a little girl that was allergic. We found out we have fire ants in Texas. And I was doing home daycare and she was wearing sandals. And oh my God, she got bit or stung or whatever they do so many times. And then it wasn't that she was allergic that her leg swelled up. They said that some sort of infection got in one of the bites. So we have to make the kid, and if you're not careful, literally you would just step on it as you're walking and leave with like 10 fire ants, and they're going to eat you alive. One of the things I hate about Texas. Ohio didn't have any poisonous stuff except a copperhead was near me once. That was it. Down here, everything wants to eat you. Let's see. You probably don't know, but you're part of a human trafficking organization. When you bring somebody from another state or another country and you don't allow them to leave on their own, or you take their passport, that is illegal. Making you sign a contract that you won't leave, that is illegal. You're supposed to be free to do whatever you want. And if this religion is so great, if the tech is so great, why can't you talk to us? Why can't you leave your blinds up or your doors open? Why is what I'm saying so bad for you to hear? They wouldn't care if I told you about the organization that'll help you leave if they knew you wanted to stay. You may not know this, but people have escaped in the trunks of cars for 90 minutes in a stranger's car. They have gone to lengths to escape. And it is escape. You don't get to just leave the Sea Org or staff. You can't break your contract. And what do? They tell you you're going to have a freeloader debt. Well, that was training for your job and church services. It's not legal to enforce that debt. And they hold that over your head as a way to make you stay. Okay, I gotta stop. I'm getting a little dizzy. Whew. Yeah, fire ants are horrible. Thank you, PETA. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm glad I have at least double digits over 20. That's awesome. That's awesome. I like that. Yeah, I didn't even know Scooter Mom has a channel, and it's been a while since I went down the list. So I went down it alphabetically and made sure I was subscribed to everyone, and I wasn't. There's like a third of them that I was not subscribed to. I don't know if they were newer than when I subscribed, or you know how they say they unsubscribe you sometimes. I haven't noticed that too much for me. But then again, I have a lot of things I'm subscribed to that I don't look at all the time. Diana. Oh, thank you, PETA. I appreciate the help. Thank you so much. Back in the early 90s, Tampa, we moved to a house. She stepped out of the van right into a fire ant pile. Multiple, yep. Yeah, PETA. And you got to go through and make sure when you first, I've noticed that when you first subscribe to a channel, it will automatically put your notifications on personalized. Not all. You have to, a lot of people don't realize that. They just assume it's on. And so I went through all the ones I cared about and made sure they were on all. And I get most of the notifications. The problem is I get so many, I'm doing something and I throw them off the screen and forget. That's my fibromyalgia, Swiss cheese brain. Who's up to me? Because I can't see it. Sub. Oh, you need to download YouTube Studio. Have you done that? And then when you go to your analytics in YouTube, down at the very bottom, it says, go to your analytics and go to the bottom, and it says more analytics in YouTube Studio. And that's where you find out all of that, all of your stats, the age group that watches your channel, how many watch hours. And then you go to earn in the corner, and that tells you your watch hours. Now, oh, you're talking about the actual people that sub? I don't know how to do that. I see what you're saying now. Never mind.
What?
I saw that too because Scooter Mom said, thank you for subbing. I don't know how to find that either. It must be something special. Maybe it's, and then also Streamlabs was the first thing that I went live through as an app, and it's free. And I need to go back to it because you can do the front and back facing camera at the same time. Right now I'm through StreamYard. And I do pay for StreamYard, but I have the basic package, so it only gives me 50 hours of record time. So I need to so I don't know, does it stay on YouTube. I got to find this out because I got to download it to my computer. And if I delete it or download it to the computer, is it still on YouTube? That's the only thing I don't know. I'm not nearly at 50 hours yet. I think I've only done a handful of lives on there. I don't even think I'm at 12, maybe. Sun's on me again. See, now the sun is on the sidewalk from, or not the shade. The building is shading now because we're at 2:30. That's what time I used to get here. And it's really not that much hotter. What do you guys think? Do you like the 11-ish, 12 time slot? Or did you like when I would come around 2:30? I'll be honest, 2:30 was easier for me because I could move slower in the morning. I wanted to be here at 11, but I have to leave by 9, which means I have to get up at 7. But I'm a night owl, so I didn't want to get up. The only thing that got me up is my Walmart delivery came at 8. Email sent to you. Thanks, Audit. What town is it? Well, I'm not gonna do it right now. I need to get a separate phone so I can communicate. I would text her right now and tell her. She only calls me when there's a crisis. She hasn't told me anything since. So I don't know. She has 30 days. They're sharing. So what happened was this. They broke up and then he started being not started. He already was. Vindictive, just messing with her. She had to move her and the kids and her desk into the bedroom, and he had the living room, and they were, until she finally said, this has to stop. He was wanting to try to break the lease, which he couldn't do without paying out the lease, which would be $14,000. His mom was threatening to sue her for the baby shower money over 2 years ago. Who freaking does that? And Devin wasn't doing anything except she didn't want to take his crap anymore. Yeah, I'll get you another sub. I went down the list with my personal channel, and then I go down the list with this channel too. So everybody can get 2 subs from me. And I'll get my husband. 58, that's what I started. But you know what freaked me out? Yeah, I do have a cooler, and I have ice bags if it gets too bad. There's a really nice breeze today. Matter of fact, I'm turning this off. So if there's a breeze, I do fine. And if I'm in the shade, I'm fine. It's just those days there was no breeze. It was so humid. We'd had hail and rainstorms. Yeah, so what freaked me out was when I was at 50 something. Okay, so I was able to go live, but then a few dropped off. And I was like, so I wasn't doing that much at first. I was just filming and putting it. No, I did go live, but it was before the opening, so I wasn't doing that much. And I was like, well, if you drop below 50, do you lose your live status? Oh, now I got a stupid moth or beetle. Go away. So, so Erin had gotten me the 50 something, and then Pearl Snappy got me another like 50. She announced it. So I had over 100, and I was like, good. I feel good right there. So I feel like I got that cushion. So we'll definitely get you some subs. Sure. All we need to do is get Natalie or Erin or somebody to announce it, and you'll have a bunch. We'll get That's all you got to do. Also, I would love a list, if Fluffer's still listening, like maybe a symbol next to channels that need the watch hours to get monetized. That way we know who we need to like help out, like play when we go to sleep and stuff. You know, that's why I have 2 tablets and a phone, and sometimes I have at least I have 2 devices on 2 different channels. Well, I went down the whole list yesterday, made sure. Kpita, I looked at the vest and I thought about that. I'm worried that if I don't get I'm worried the fabric that holds the ice is gonna hold my heat in. So I was gonna try to find something that mesh and just put these reusable pouches in. And I was just gonna make like a scarf, not even a vest, because I sew. I have a sewing machine, or maybe like like a 3-prong, like 2 in the front and 1 in the back, and it just lays over. Because I'll be honest, my lower body's fine. My upper body, I'm heavy, so I do get a bit hot, and I could put some ice in the neck. Oh my! Oh, don't fly away! Oh, that was a big gust of wind. Knocked my fan over. Oh my papers. Anyway, we got some of these from them passing them out. I'm gonna send them. I heard Liz Ferris wants some. Liz Pitzel's sending a whole box to Aaron. I'm not even using the fan because of the wind. It feels really good today. And if I have a breeze like this, I feel pretty good. It's so breezy. It's moving. The fan's off. So that's the only good thing about Texas is when it's windy, it's windy. But yeah, it gave me the idea of kind of coming up with something because I looked at the vests on Amazon and the material just seems hot. So I'm going to try to find some sort of mesh. Beginning of 2012, where there's a guy pouring into yes. I just watched that again recently too. Totally remember that. Yeah, put your channel on there, Peta. Thanks. But yeah, I went down. I did the alphabetical list. Oh, my fingers were tired because I clicked on everybody, even if I thought I was already subbed, like Aaron and stuff. I still looked to make sure that YouTube didn't get hinky with my subscription. So the door's cracked. I need to come up with a new spiel. I've been doing the human trafficking a lot. Oh, that makes such a difference. And my ice water. I'm good today. I'm telling you, it's the humidity. Because I feel fine today. I just get a little bit dizzy when I'm yelling. I think that's just from the strain. So I just won't do it that often. Yeah. Awesome. Got some subs. Thanks, guys. Oh, I got a bee back. I got a new friend. You know what? This must have been his tree, and he's gone. So now we got a new guy. Maybe they're trying to see if I smushed him. I did. I got the smell on my pants. There was a little wing on my pants. I felt so bad for the little guy. I know there are people definitely afraid of bees. You have a reason. Oh, I got help. And that's why I love this community. Oh, and Pup Groomer, you got me the idea of the diamond painting. So I went and looked and I found coasters. I want something small that I could do sitting on my chase where I'm always at. And I thought, they're about $12.99 to $15.99 a set. And I think I'm gonna start now and I'm gonna do a set for everybody for Christmas. My daughter likes cows. I'm gonna do a cow set for her. Child disconnection. It's a good one. Thanks, guys. All the worker bees. That's true. You're right. Okay. Did they put the link in? If not, those videos you were talking about, I'll put a link in the description. I need to move back forward and I really don't feel like it. I need a little bit of sun. So on my face. Because I used to in the summer, I would let my face get just a little bit tan. I'm always careful. And my freckles pop out and I didn't have to wear foundation. I would just wear lipstick and mascara in the summer and that's it. So I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of sun on the face. Yeah, Pup Groomer. I like that. I even got a marker pad because I saw Fucker Squirrel and them doing and I already had this set of alcohol markers I've never used. I have a craft room. But when I was bedridden, I couldn't go in there. So I needed something I could sit and do. And my grandkids loved it when they would visit because I babysat a lot for her because she was a single mom after school and stuff. And they liked it. Please don't sting me, guy. And what I did is I have the printer scanner and I would scan the page so that I wouldn't use up the book. And I got this big set of just cheap gel pens. Some were metallic, some were glittery, and that's what I was coloring with. It was so much fun. But I just haven't done that in a long time. So it did help me give the idea. SBTVfoundation.org. They would love to hear from you. Just an older gentleman we always see. I think Pearl calls him a coffin dodger. Yeah, I watch a lot too much about dogs. So way too much. I used to watch the really sad stuff, the rescues, and now I don't know what it is. I can't handle it anymore. Even if it has a happy ending, I can't do it anymore. It affects me too much now. Like remember on Animal Planet years ago, they had the animal control show. I watched every episode, which I'm glad because if we ever get land out of the city limits, we've had chicken. I want goats and some other things, and I know I can get them at a rescue. Even chickens, you can get chickens there. CJ, that's what we need. We need people like you. Don't worry about protesting. I knew. All you have to do is go. You're right. I should do that. No, I got those magnets. My husband bought these strong ass magnets from Harbor Freight. They are ridiculous. Thank you. Because, well, I'm hoping if he doesn't finish my sign, but I could totally put this up there. Or I've got signs like this. So thank you. That is an awesome idea. And I'll do it even if I get the big sign. Because I know that's an awesome idea. Thank you. Why didn't I think of that? Oh my goodness. Yeah, public rumor. I want to expand a little bit too. I'm thinking about doing shorts on things I learned this many years old, because there's so many things out there that I want to share that I learned about. I know there's a lot of the tips and hacks and things, just little stuff. I definitely want to do a stream about uh, how I got better by changing my diet, because it would help anybody with chronic pain or inflammation or not immune disease. Yeah, this has been such a great community. And, I think about that because I was talking to my husband a few days ago, and I said, I wouldn't be part of a community that wasn't like this. And I wouldn't watch people that I haven't watched be not imperfect, but honest. Like, I started with Popcorn Planet, and he's changed. He used to be all in when like text messages came out of this person, and he looked like a complete a-hole. And then the real text messages came out, and he shouldn't have been canceled. Well, and Andy's been canceled, and he's had Aaron on his show, so they've crossed over. And so, yeah, I don't agree with everything he says. Uh, Popcorn Planet, and then I found Nerd Report and Steph and Kim, and they're small. I watched their channels grow, and people wanted to name that community, and he didn't want to. Oh, we don't need a name. Everybody wants a name. As soon as they did SPTV, it blew up because it was something to be a part of. Yeah, that's why I've changed to. I try to be. I've seen other people do it to be super nice to the people on it, because I get most of the elderly and that can't go up the stairs. So, as a matter of fact, one day, I don't know if y'all saw it, but I think she was either on the scooter, walker, I can't remember. I ran up and I helped with the door, and I just said hi. And one of the people inside looked around the door at me and said, "Oh," I said, "Oh, it's okay. I know what that's like. I used to have a walker." That's awesome. Oh, 63. Cool. That's cool. All right, I'm turning this back on. The wind disappeared. All right, let's turn the big one. That's the thing. It comes in gusts and then it's gone. Oh, that's good. I keep the big one kind of on my torso. I'm feeling really good today, guys. Really am. I know y'all saw me struggle there a few times, and I feel bad about that. That's okay. Like I said, people helped us. That's what I like, is people don't worry about sharing other channels, sharing each other's videos. Everybody's supporting everybody else. I don't think there's ever been anything like this on YouTube, really. A big community, all for one purpose, the same purpose. There's been collabs and small communities like law communities and stuff. But I'm not big on YouTube, so I don't know. But I don't think there's a group of 200 channels out there on YouTube that are all working towards the exact same goal: getting kids out of Scientology and ending Scientology. And I think that's why it's been so explosive. Yeah, me too, Pup Boomer. Yeah, I like that too. And I always try to go. Yeah. And that's why I'd like to see a symbol maybe um, by the channels that need the watch hours for the monetization, so we know. 'Cause we don't always know unless unless we're in the channel and they say, there's somebody with an umbrella, she's smart. Yeah, we'll definitely try to do that. I'm getting at close to 2 hours, but I'm feeling pretty good. But I think I'm going to go at 2 hours. See what time is it. So I think I'm going to wait 3. If I go to Whole Foods, I could probably do that pretty quick. And I could spend so much money in there. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I didn't notice last time, but they used to have they do know they still have it. They have a tea bar, loose leaf tea. And years ago when I was still working, I had the herbal and green teas. I never drank the black tea because that gets processed all the goodness out of it. And I drank that stuff. I didn't drink coffee till just a few years ago. I didn't even own a coffee maker because fibromyalgia kills my adrenaline and I have no energy. So that's the only reason I started drinking it. Yeah, I got to make a playlist. Somebody told me to do that. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I need to go. Somebody told me that a long time ago and I haven't done it. I need to go in and make the playlist. Because, yeah, I can definitely leave my tablet running easily. Yeah. That's why I like it. We are just a big old helping each other community. Because, like I've always said, I know you've heard me say it a million times, but to be here, just to be in the chat and support, you have to have a heart. You have to have a good heart. I mean, you can tell can't use that term. You can tell the people that, I mean, they're not going to stay. If they're not here for a good reason, they're not going to stay. And you can tell they're going to be jerks. So we know everybody that's here in the chat and supporting, they're all here for the same reason. Oh, settler for, is that I women or one woman? Let me know. Women. Oh, neat, DJ. Definitely. Check it out. I always like to find new music. I listen to everything. I can listen to some really weird stuff. The only thing I can't do is opera. But I like everything. And I can't do hardcore rap. I actually, on our anniversary one day, we were in Austin and I went to Waterloo Records and I found 2 of Eminem's albums that were clean versions. I didn't know those existed. This was a while back. This had to be mid 2000s or early 2000s. And then I was like, holy crap, I could buy clean versions. Then I got Kid Rock. One of his songs is so bad, the whole thing is noise. Yeah, the 100, that's a good target. Go, Diana. I know what that feels like. I've had it. That's horrible. Go away and go lay down. I'm just here for the beer. And that sounds good right now. I might grab some. I think I looked last time I was in there for gluten-free beer. There was one store used to have, but they went out of business. So, all right, guys, I'm going to pack it up. I'm in the sun and I don't feel like moving everything again. I got a little bit on my face. I need to get a little bit. There's sunblock in my foundation and in my moisturizer, so I don't get all the sun. Let's see. Oh, okay. I hope you do feel better too. I've used that before. Yeah, my husband needs to see the dentist too. Bye, Diana. I'm about to go to what's. Yeah, I think 2 hours. I'm feeling good today. It's all right. Sitting really made a difference. 'Cause I don't ever sit till I start to feel bad. Who's live right now, y'all? Let's do a room raid. I'm on StreamYard, so I guess I could check, but I'm afraid to minimize because I'm afraid it'll kick me off. And yeah, my rings are tight because I'm swollen. Thanks, Vita. That's awesome. Do you guys see who's live right now? If one of y'all could put a link in the chat, that would be awesome. I am getting a second phone. But this month, just real quick, I have a public service announcement. So my husband's in private security, and he's had this thing we pay monthly for, and it was called like Law Shield or something, and it would have provided him an attorney if he had to protect himself or use his firearm. But he's found out they're not a very good company. That if they charge you with a crime, not convicted, charge you with a crime. Now that's what you're supposed to have a lawyer for. They drop you. So today, before I came on, he signed up for lawyers on retainer, and it's he had 2 promo codes. So $75 down. It's going to be $50 a month to cover both of us. Now I thought it was going to cover me for any kind of lawsuit. He informed me today that it's only if you protect yourself. If you have to protect yourself, then you'll have a lawyer. Now, if it's something other than that, you can still get a lawyer through them at a very discounted rate. So we signed up for that because of what happened to me a couple months ago, I think a month or so ago. And he was attacked once, but he didn't end up getting sued or anything. The guy went to jail. But just in case, that's why we have it. And we can add our kids on maybe next month on a family plan. So that might be something everyone that's protesting might be interested in. Boston Auditor. All right. Let's go do a room raid. Go to whoever you want. Just tell them room raid from Miss Kim, please. And I'm going to end it here, and I will see you guys again this week. I'm not going to tell you ahead of time anymore. So, but I am going to do more live streams from home. I really like it, and I'm going to try to get better at that. So, have a good few days till I see you again.